Thompson again.
Welcome to your Wildcat Weekly Wrap-up.
The drive and the basket. Mark, 4 seconds. Oh my!
This is the 3W.
Hello and welcome to the 3W, your show for all things Indiana Wesleyan athletics. I'm your host, Chase Evans. Thanks for tuning in. It was a transition week for IWU Sports. The fall soccer and volleyball teams shift their focus to the postseason, while the winter sports, highlighted by the basketball teams, begin to rev things up for scrimmage play next week. And what's so special about the number 21? I'll tell you in just a little bit and talk with two of the top senior volleyball players about this year's record-breaking season. But before that, let's break down some of the other news and notes on campus this week in Marion, Indiana. It was senior night Tuesday for the women's soccer team, trying to send the 4 seniors out on a good note. Early on, 2 seniors in action. Kylie Dial pushes it to Kelsey Johnson, who finds Katie Pannebecker, but the header goes just wide. These two were not done yet, though. In the 28th minute, Pannebecker plays a sweet through ball to Kylie Dial, and she knows what to do with it from there. Squeaks it by the keeper. Man, it looks like she's done that before, making it look easy for IWU. Then just 4 minutes later, freshman Jordan Harris, with a nifty strike from distance, caught the keeper off guard to the back post. IWU goes up 2-0 at halftime. Now in the second, Kylie Dial, putting the icing on the cake, gets another assist from Pannebecker and slips it by for her second goal of the night. IWU slides to another victory. Hey, why not? They take this one 3-0 over Marion. Now we shift our focus to Lucky Arena. It was a packed house Wednesday night for the annual Wildcat Madness pep rally. Coach Tonigal leading his team out for a battle. I think that's a David Peters sighting there on the dance floor. That man has some moves. Parker Stoffer then capping it off, putting on a show there. The guys also showed off some of their basketball skills too. Jordan Winder back in action to lead his team this season. Let's check out freshman Michael Moffitt with the 2-hand throwdown, making that look easy. That's a tough dunk though. Fans are loving it, dad's loving it too. Now the defending champion Darian Michael rises high. Boy, he makes that look easy. Slam-a-jamma for him, but the night belonged to Mr. Moffitt. Slams another one home with authority. The judges love it, and he was crowned the new dunk champion this year for IWU. The men's and women's team also scrimmaged, showing the fans a little bit what it's going to be about this year. On paper, this could be a pretty special year for both teams, but Coach Tonigal and the men, they know they have their work cut out for them.
This is probably the hardest team, the hardest we've pushed a team. We've taken these guys very far because we know we have seniors. They've been in the grind, and this is their last go-round. So we've asked them to give us every single ounce of energy and focus and effort, and they've done that.
Now let's take a look at some of the other scores and results this week in our Wildcat scoreboard. The women's volleyball team made quick work of Spring Arbor Wednesday night in Michigan. They dominated from the get-go. Junior middle hitter Christine Egbrecht nearly matched Spring Arbor in kills with 14 on the night. The Cougars had 18 total as a team. The win extends their record to 28-1 and marks their 21st consecutive victory this season. Now it's that time in the show when we bring on our very special guest. This week is a couple of senior volleyball players in Brooke Atwell and Iwase. So thanks for being on the show. We just looked at some of your highlights there a second ago. You guys had a great season, 28-1, 21 in a row. How have you guys done it? I mean, you guys only have 4. You guys are 2 of the 4 seniors. How have you guys done that?
Right. Well, I think it's just a good combination of upperclassmen and underclassmen. We had a good, thick cluster of upperclassmen that came back, and then the underclassmen just came in ready to work hard, and they've definitely contributed to the team. So I think just that combination has really helped our team this year to get where we are and our record that we have. So
you guys are obviously carrying the team as leaders. Brooke, what has been the key in leading this team? You guys 2 of the vocal leaders as well, and kind of leading by example as well also.
Yeah, I think our team has really good cohesiveness. We play together really well, and even when we're having like an off game or an off practice, we're really good about bringing it back and focusing on each other and kind of pouring into each other during those times. So,
you guys obviously have your on-the-court roles, but I understand you have some off-court roles as well. Just talk a little bit about that. Iwase's kind of the team jokester, is that what I hear, Brooke?
Most definitely. I mean, anytime I need a laugh or a sarcastic comment or some little tidbit of anything, I look to Yui, and she definitely makes the team laugh in those hard times when we're all frustrated, so it's great.
And then what is Brooke? Is she like Brooke, the motherly figure?
Yeah, she definitely is a team mom. She just like has that like the nurturing, caring side. I mean, everyone knows that you can go to her for anything, so.
You guys can certainly tell your chemistry on the court. You guys are 4-year roommates. Roomies for life, right? Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Roomies for life.
That's us.
I mean, you guys like know each other's secrets, like everything. You wake up in the morning thinking the same thing, or what?
Pretty much.
Well, we like have conversations in our sleep a lot. Like last night, like Brooke talks in her sleep a lot, and I just like talk to her.
She just conversates with me.
Wow, telepathic? This is
kind
of creepy
She was
almost.
telling me to keep stats in my sleep last night, so.
I swear.
Oh my.
She eats, sleeps, breathes volleyball too.
Obviously.
Oh my, you guys are crazy. You guys. I also want to mention how you guys are parents. You're both you're from California. You're from Texas. But your parents come to quite a few games. Iwase especially. Your dad Yoshi. I see him up at the game. He's the crazy dad up there.
Oh my
Talk
gosh.
about that.
I feel like more people on this campus know my dad better than they know me. Like people will come to me like, oh, your dad is the one that comes to all your games. I was like, that's me.
How does he have a voice after those games? He's up there yelling the whole time.
Exercise damage, clearly. He practices at home.
Definitely faithful fans. You guys are both graduating in the spring, nursing major Brooke and pre-med major Iwase. So certainly get a lot of tough days, maybe not tough days, but challenging as far as schoolwork, maybe graduate school. Yep. So should be fun. We'll keep an eye on you guys. And best of luck. Thanks for coming on the show. You had fun?
Thanks for having us.
Thanks
Yeah,
so
we did.
much.
Yeah, thank you. All right, you can check these guys out. Again, they'll be traveling this weekend to a tournament in Georgetown, Kentucky to play in the Boneyard Brawl. They will also play in the Crossroads League tournament. They go into that as the #1 seed. So check them out next week. A couple other things to look for in the coming days. The men's soccer team starts their postseason run at home against Huntington University Saturday at 7 o'clock in the first round of the Crossroads League tournament. The men have never reached the NAIA National Tournament, but this group might be the one that can break through. If the guys win 3 straight victories and string them together in the Crossroads League tournament, they will secure their first ever spot in the big time. And Hoop Fanatics, wait no more. The men's basketball team kicks off their preseason schedule next Tuesday against St. Xavier at 7 p.m. in Lucky Arena. They play 4 games in 6 days next week, including the big one against Indiana University next Thursday night. The Hoosiers are the consensus #1 team in the country, so it should be quite a scene in Assembly Hall. And it's been released that the IU game is sold out, but I just checked online and you can still grab some tickets at secondary agencies on the internet. Your best bet is Ticketmaster or StubHub. Just type in IU basketball and search for the November 1st game. And we can't forget about the women's basketball team. The girls reload after a Final Four showing. Coach Brooks and his girls are back with a young squad. They kick off their preseason next Saturday against IU South Bend. Well, that's going to do it for us today. Thanks for tuning in to this week's show, and a special thanks for Iwase and Brooke for stopping by with us today. That's a wrap. I'm Chase Evans. We'll see you next time on The 3W.